What's good, YouTube? It's KB with JusDueBoxing back with another video. Before I get into the video, if this is your first time on the channel, do your boy a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Make sure you hit that bell icon and switch your notification to all so you can be notified when I drop new content. Drop new content daily, do live streams as well, so stay tuned. As for everybody that's been rocking with the channel, we over 6,200 strong. Much appreciation for getting me over 5K. Y'all did even better than that. Y'all got your boy to 6K, over 6K. So much appreciated, man. But let's get right into this video. Today, man, we got an interesting matchup in the sport of boxing, man. None the least, we got the return of Blair to Flair Cobbs. You know what I mean? Everybody's been wondering where he been at since the last time we seen him in the ring. And, you know, out of nowhere, I seen the post, him and his opponent, made the post that he's making his ring return for August 6th against, Mighty Maurice Hooker. Blair Flair Cobbs, he's coming off of his first and only loss and defeat as a pro over Alexis Rocha. He's 15-1-1 with 10 KOs. He's 32 years old. He's a southpaw, 5'11" with a 73-inch reach. Fighting out of Philly, that even though they ain't claiming him, that's another story. His last fight, like I said, was March 19th, where he was stopped by Alexis Rocha. Alexis Rocha came into that fight 18-1 with 12 KOs. He walked out of that fight 19-1 with 13 KOs. Now he got a record of 20-1 with 13 KOs. But Cobbs was dropped in the 8th round. And then he was later TKO'd on his feet in the 9th, with a barrage of punches from Alexis Rocha. And the ref had to jump in and stop it. And he ended up throwing a couple body shots to the ref's midsection. No damage, of course, but he was out on his feet. Rocha caught him with a hell of a hook and, wobbled him, had him on the ropes, and he blitzed him, and he unloaded and got him out of there like he was supposed to do. It was a fight in which Blair Cobb was slightly competitive early, but for the most part, Alexis Rocha was just on a mission. He had his number. He counterpunched when he needed to counterpunch. He was first when he needed to be first. To me, it's just like a fight where Alexis Rocha just completely took Blair Cobb's confidence. You know what I'm saying? And if your confidence is shot, you're not going to perform well. And I thought that's exactly what we seen, from the opening bell. Alexis Rocha seemed like he was on a mission. He had a point to prove. And, Blair Cobbs do a lot of trash talking. He's a real hyper-energetic guy. And, he does a lot of barking. And when he got up under there, and, the first time he got a true challenge in front of him, he was stopped, stopped on his feet at that. So he did a lot of talking. So no doubt in my mind, he's going to have to rebound from this loss for sure. So, August 6th, he got his chance and his opportunity to do exactly that. Like I said, he's going up against Mighty Maurice Hooker, who's 27-2-3 with 18 KOs. He's also 32 years old, and he's also 5'11" as well. So they're both 5'11", both 32 years old. They're not old by any means, but they're not no spring chickens as well. Blair Cobbs, he only got 17 fights under his belt, and he's at the age of 32. He definitely need to get going. But Mighty Mo, like I said, is 5'11". He has an 80-inch reach, so he already has a 7-inch reach advantage over Blair to Flair Cobbs. He's fighting out of Dallas, Texas. And when he get in the ring August 6th, it'll be about 17 months that he's been out the ring. So inactivity has been a issue for him as of late. His last fight was March 20th of 2021. Where he suffered his second loss of his pro career and second, KO loss. Where he was knocked out in the 7th round by the undefeated Virgil Ortiz Jr., who's still undefeated and still has a 100% KO ratio. That fight was for the vacant WBO title that Ortiz currently holds. I will say this fight was competitive. It was a lot of ebbs and flows in this fight. If you look at the end of the fight, you will see, Ortiz wore some of that damage all over his face. So he definitely took his share of the blows because he's not the best defensively sound fighter. Ortiz, if he's come forward, and he's very aggressive, and he fights behind that high guard. He's no defensive wizard or anything like that. Not saying he's at terrible defense, but he's not known for his defense, and you know, he's there to be hit to some degree. You know what I mean? If you could penetrate that high guard, you can hit him. And, you know, he likes to let his hands go, and he takes chances. So in return to taking chances, you're going to get hit. So that's what you see with Vergil Ortiz. He's just usually the stronger, more aggressive, harder puncher. You know what I mean? And, you know, he got a fight coming up too. But not to go off topic, you know, he pretty much, you know, broke Mo Hooker down over the course of 7 rounds, and he took his share of punishment, you know, in that fight as well. But he was able to get Mo out of there, you know what I'm saying? And he, like I say, he suffered not only his second defeat, but his second loss, his second knockout loss. You know what I mean? The first time he lost, it was to who did he get knocked out by? Forget the guy's name, but Mo Hooker. It was Vergil Ortiz knocked him out. And then it was somebody else that KO'd. And I'm sorry, the name is skipping me right now. But he, you know, he was knocked out twice in his career. I think Alex, was it? No, it wasn't Saucedo. He beat, it was Jose Ramirez. Yeah, Jose Ramirez knocked out Mighty Mo Hooker. And I believe that was in, what was that? 2019. Yeah, 2019, Jose Ramirez knocked out Mighty Mo Hooker, man. I think in, what was it? The 7th or 8th round, he got Mighty Mo up out of there, and then you suffered his second loss and his second KO defeat to Vergil Ortiz. So it's no shame to him losing to the guys that he lost to. You know, he has several a number of draws on his resume, and like I said, both of these guys are coming off knockout losses. You know, they both tall guys. You know what I mean? Mo Hooker has extremely long arms with an 80-inch reach. He has that reach of the damn heavyweight pretty much. You know what I mean? 7-inch reach advantage. But the question is he going to use that reach advantage, or is he just going to get lured into a fight and just brawl? Because if you watch Mighty Mo Hooker fight, you know this guy likes to mix it up. He's not shy. He's no stranger to mixing it up in there. He has that dog and that heart in him that usually could, you know, sometimes come back to hurt him. So his approach and his game plan is going to be pivotal in this fight. I'm interested to see what game plan both of these dudes are going to bring into the ring fight night. Because like I said, they both coming off knockout losses, and you know, back-to-back defeats is a rough thing. So this is something neither of them have faced, a back-to-back defeat. You know, like I said, Mo Hooker has 2 losses, but they were, you know, years apart. Get what I'm saying? He got stopped in 2019 by Jose Ramirez, in 2021 by Vergil Ortiz, you know, who's a hell of a puncher and one of the hardest punchers in the welterweight division. So it's no shame there. And he fought his ass off all the way up into the stoppage. You know, in his last 5 fights, he's 3-2. You know what I mean? He won 2 of those fights by KOs, and you know, he has a decision, and then he has 2 losses. So Mighty Mo is definitely looking to bounce back strong and make a statement. And I know after the outing that Blair Cobbs had and him getting stopped by Alexis Rocha, he's definitely looking to make a statement and put himself back in position and make his name relevant in the welterweight division. And some might argue he's never been relevant, but you get what I'm saying. He's trying to get back on the winning track. So I think this is a underrated fight. It's low-key gonna be a lot of action, I think, in this fight, because Mighty Mo Hooker lets them hands fly and he come in the fight. And you know, Blair Cobbs, I'm guessing with you know, where he's at in his career, you know, he got to come out there and he got to impress, man. He could ill afford to lose back-to-back losses. I mean, back-to-back fights if he want to stay relevant, especially in the welterweight division they're deep with talent. So, you know what I mean? If you losing back-to-back losses could really set you back. And not just in boxing, but definitely when you dealing with the welterweight division, and it's as deep as what it is, you know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on it, man. I'll probably do a prediction video to give y'all my prediction on exactly who I think will win. But as of now, I think this is going to be a good fight. It's kind of 50-50-ish to me on paper. You know what I mean? Y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this fight. Is y'all excited for y'all favorite fighter, Blair the Flair Cobbs? And who y'all got winning, Mo Hooker or you know, Blair the Flair? And get in that comment section, as always, and let me know if I gave Mighty Mo Hooker and Blair the Flair their just due, because that's what I always do over here at JusDueBoxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.